Alright, bitches, so we're on to episode 52 of Dragon Ball Super. This episode is called Master and Student Reunited, Son Gohan and Future Trunks. So this episode opens up with the repairs coming along on the time machine. We see Trunks, trying to fight for Mai's affection. Seems like he's jealous that she's so into Future Trunks. But hey, I mean, come on. Future Trunks is the baddest motherfucker around. How could she not be crazy over him? And, we see lots of different, helping out scenes, trying to get the time machine done. We see Bulma's father working on it. A lot of different stuff like that. Then we see Vegeta training in the gravity chamber, and he has a flashback to Future Trunks, when he said that Future Bulma was killed. And we also see just a quick shot of Goku Black. And Vegeta thinks because of him, my family was, and then kind of trails off. And it's like, yup. So Vegeta's getting that training in, boy, getting that anger. He's ready to take down Black. Let's go. And then, he's just like, oh, you piece of shit. And like, he's getting mad and powering up. And you see like the ground shaking and stuff outside. And we see Beerus, Whis, and Goku waiting for dinner. And we also see Whis analyzing the battle between Goku Black and Goku. He's watching it in his staff. Then we see Future Trunks is trying to sleep, but he keeps having nightmares of Goku Black, Mai being killed, his mother being killed. Obviously, he's just very tortured at the moment. Bulma provided him a change of clothes, which he walks by and chooses to stay in his clothes right now, which are still torn and ratty from his battles with Goku Black. Now, he goes into the room to see how the repairs are coming along in the time machine, and Bulma talks about how she figured out what the fuel source was. And Trunks says it by name, and Bulma goes, yes, this is a new energy source I've just started developing, and it shows a flashback to that experiment she was doing with Monica present. So I do like how they threw that, during that filler stuff, they threw such an important plot element in there, just like real quick. I do like that. And Bulma mentions that it'll take a full day to get the fuel necessary. And of course, Trunks is shocked. He's like, a day? In my world, it took us a full year to get half a tank. And Bulma's like, geez, I guess that shows how little equipment you guys had. Must have been very hard on my future self. Then Trunks walks outside and starts having a conversation with Piccolo and Krillin. Piccolo deduces that Trunks is having trouble sleeping. And Trunks asks about Gohan. And Piccolo says, like, if you're thinking about bringing Gohan to the future, don't worry about that. He's become a scholar and has distanced himself from fighting and martial arts. And Trunks seems really happy, like his dream came true. Awesome, congratulations. And then he tells Piccolo and Krillin that Gohan is his teacher. And it looks like this is like pretty much the first time they've heard this story in depth. Then we see flashbacks to the History of Trunks movie special, and it's not the actual scenes from the movie special, which I wish they would have done, but I guess they really wanted these scenes to be in color. It's actually in the new animation, and we could see Trunks' hair is blue, so that is definitely a hard retcon they're doing, no doubts now, for sure. Trunks' hair, we just gotta assume it's always been blue, and we see the scene when future Gohan knocks Trunks out. And, then we see the scene when, Trunks finds Gohan dead and transforms into a Super Saiyan. Now, the level of detail of animation, definitely not as high in quality as the movie special, but it is still a touching scene. The only person who, understands Trunks', power as a Saiyan and who he is and stuff is murdered. So it's him alone. Very, very, touching stuff there. Krillin and Piccolo suggest that he go see Gohan then. So Trunks does that. They give him directions. And Trunks heads to the school where I guess Gohan is probably working as like a professor or, assistant or something. And we see Trunks waiting outside the school gate for Gohan to walk out. And Gohan walks out and Trunks looks at him and then looks down. And Gohan looks at him and looks away. They don't recognize each other. And then finally Gohan is like, oh, Trunks! And Trunks is shocked. This is Gohan? I don't sense any of that power from him. And then we see they sit down to have some ice cream, and Trunks is like perplexed looking at Gohan, thinking of, the Gohan versus Cell fight, and we see flashbacks to, when Gohan was just fucking bossing up on Cell. Then Gohan invites Trunks over for dinner, and we see a number of scenes where, Trunks is being introduced to, like, Mr. Satan and Videl properly and stuff. And Trunks recognizes Mr. Satan, obviously, from the Cell games. They were both there. Although Mr. Satan doesn't recognize him, and he's like, oh, so I'm a hero in the future as well, huh? Like, it's real funny. And we see Pan being a naughty little baby, like she squirts milk on everyone. And Gohan turns into the Great Saiyaman and is, like, flying after, and Pan is flying. And Trunks, it's, like, so awkward. Trunks is just like, what the fuck is going on? This is a completely different world to what I'm used to. Like, just this happy family, and, like, Videl and Gohan and Mr. Satan, like, they're all so innocent. Like, I love how Mr. Satan is first introduced as, this fake, this phony, almost a piece of shit. And, like, as the layers are peeled off, you see he's actually, like a cool guy. He just obviously got caught up way too much in the fame and the bullshit and stuff. But he's actually, like, a decent guy. Now, eventually, Gohan and Trunks is kind of taking care of Pan for a little bit, and she gets out of control. And, like, Gohan and Trunks end up outside sitting on the swings, like, discussing how things are. And Trunks is just looking at Gohan, seeing how happy Gohan is. And, like, it finally clicks with him, and he smiles. But then, like, he thinks, like, if it only weren't for Black. And he pictures in his head him, nice clothes in a nice place, eating dinner with future Bulma and future Mai, like, all, smiles and happy, just like he's seeing, with Videl and everyone. And, then Trunks, kind of, like, starts breaking down a little bit and starts crying. And it is like, yeah, you see, our boy Trunks does certainly have it rough. And then after the dinner, Trunks is saying his goodbyes, getting ready to leave and stuff, and says goodbye to everyone. And it's funny, Mr. Satan is like, next time you come by, I'll do some training for you. And Trunks is like, I'm looking very much forward to that. It's like, oh, come on. Come on, man. But then, of course, this bullshit, Trunks flies away, and Videl leans over to Gohan, and she goes, so why did Trunks come back in the time machine again? And Gohan's like, oh, I forgot to ask. It's like, come on, Gohan. God, this boy, I swear. And as Trunks is flying back to Capsule Corporation, you could see him smiling, and he says, like, he's reaffirmed exactly what he's fighting for, and it does seem like the day with Gohan has helped him out quite a bit. And he arrives back at Capsule Corporation, everyone is eating, and Trunks has actually changed outfits, I guess signifying that he's, a little more relaxed now. But he notices that Goku, Beerus, and Whis aren't there, and he asks where they went, and Krillin tells him that they went to Universe 10. Whis analyzed Goku Black's energy, and there's someone similar to that energy in Universe 10. Of course, Trunks is like, Universe 10, because he hasn't heard about all the universe stuff. And then we see, Goku, Beerus, and Whis on their way to Universe 10, and Goku's, like, super excited. And then it shows, in the realm of the Kais, we see, a Supreme Kai-looking guy, green hair, walking, and they focus in on his boots, and he's wearing the exact same boots as Goku Black, which I think is probably an important detail. And I remember, I didn't actually say it, I should always say everything I think when I first am watching episodes, but the first time I saw Goku Black, I was like, yeah, it is, I'd like his outfit, but his boots, like, they're so white, it does clash hard with his outfit. And now I'm able to see that what he has on are, these boots that this same Supreme Kai right here is wearing. And it zooms in on the earrings that he has on. And, of course, Goku Black has one earring on, similar to the fusion earrings, the Potara earrings that Goku and Vegeta had used to become Vegeto. But I think it is probably important that these earrings are orange, but the one earring that Goku Black is wearing is actually green. So it's not the same type of earrings. And we just see him walking, pushing a T-cart, in his, world or whatever. And the music is kind of, like, ominous. So it's like, oh, shit, is this, like, the new villain right here? This could be. And then in the preview for the next episode, we see Goku actually duking out with this Supreme Kai right here. So shit could get intense next time. Okay, now I'm fucking hyped. Who is this motherfucker?